I figure there's always hopes of learning how to do something better, you know, all the time. You know, you make instruments, you figure it sounds great and plays good and all that stuff. But you always got to figure they could be a little better. It's a good sign that, you know, it rings that long. We were farmers like everybody else around here, and thought we had to make everything we had anyway. My dad was an old-time fiddle player, and the obvious thing to be growing up wanting to make would be instruments. Making these little narrowed down places in the brace, see, that weakens that whole span of that brace, and it lets this top move right in here in this area, right in the center where the bridge is. That enhances the tone and sound. And I started trying to construct a guitar. And I think this is when I was 10 or 12 years old. And I didn't get it quite together, and it got up in August. That humidity and heat had gotten to it, and that thing had blossomed like a morning glory. It just spread out. It was, talk about disappointed. My dad wasn't, you know, he thought I was supposed to be a farmer. He wasn't into this guitar making much. But he said, I'll tell you what we'll do. The next time it's rained and we can't work, I'll take you to Albert Hash. Albert was a wonderful fiddle player and builder and maker. And Albert gave me an old door that somebody had sawed the bottom off and ruined. And he said, son, this is mahogany here. He said, that's the same thing a Martin's made out of. Of course, that about drove me wild. You see, it don't take much to fix that. Mm-mm. Maybe just a smidgen up here. Let me just check this and make sure. I have a 25-year-old daughter, and I'd always sort of hoped that she would work in the shop some, you know. It might be just a half a fraz.
Is fraz an actual measurement?
Oh yeah, I'm sure it is, yeah.
His typical response to something is, that's okay, that's pretty good. Everything is pretty good, you never get good. But I got a couple goods and I was really excited.
That's good. I think that's just about perfect, I believe. Okay. I ain't gonna be around, you know, forever. And it'd tickle me to death if she'd take it up and start doing it.
It was very special to me just to have a small amount of time with just he and I doing something that he's so passionate about.
That's his mantelpiece we're working on here.
And I felt really happy that I felt passion for it too.
Well, that's a good one. I like that song.
I would rather be out there working in that shop than almost anything I can think of. I used to like to hunt and fish and like everybody else. Nowadays, if I go hunting or fishing, I worry about, I'd rather be in the shop, you know. I'd rather be in there working. It's hard to say, you know, why you do what you do, other than I just really enjoy it. And I hope to turn out all the instruments that I can, you know, while I can still do it.
Sounds like NBC, whatever.
Yeah, NBC.
That.
Yeah. That thing.